In this video, guys, I'm going to give you 5 practical tips that will help you to get hard in crypto very, very quickly. So let's not waste any time and let's go to the tip number 1. And the tip number 1 is scout Twitter to understand crypto narratives. There are different crypto narratives. Crypto is not only about depositing, withdrawing, trading, and holding for life. There's much more to cryptocurrencies, and you have to understand that before you approach any crypto company. In order to understand the different narratives, you have to go to Twitter and to follow reputable people that are talking about crypto narratives. You save so much time if you follow the right people. Let me give you just a few quick examples. For example, I'm following Victor DeFi because he's giving alpha knowledge. Alpha knowledge is basically knowledge that's not publicly accessible. It's only accessible for a small group of people that you can benefit financially. Most usually. He's also sharing a lot of practical tips. Whale wallets, of course you have to understand what is a whale, who is a whale, and so on and so on. For example, here you can see that he's talking about Arbitrum, about Plutus DAO, and if you never heard about that, just have to go inside of the threads and then read and interact with people more. So if I click on a thread right here, I can see more information about Plutus DAO, more information about Arbitrum, how I can use Arbitrum, how I can stake PLS ARP coin, and so on and so on. And if I have no clue what is PLS ARP, I can just go and Google it, okay? Simply Google it. Or if you're such a lazy ass, which you can do, you can simply put a comment and say, hey, what is PLS Arbitrum? Can you quickly explain? And there will be people that will help you and explain it to you. He's only covering DeFi. I follow a lot of people in DeFi because I'm a DeFi fan. However, if you're an NFT fan, you will find your sweet spot here on Twitter as well. For example, Satoshi Stacker is talking a lot about Bitcoin, about investments, and also about kind of macro analysis of Bitcoin. So you can simply go to his profile over here and just read what he's talking about. Look, he's here talking about support, resistance levels, or some trading stuff. So if you have no clue about trading, you still have to understand it slightly, because so much in crypto is about trading. That's the reality, right? So if you understand graphs, if you can read Japanese candlesticks, you're already good. Lady of Crypto is talking a lot about narratives, but I remembered another guy, DeFi Ignis. He even has its own website, its own Substack, where you can read about everything what he's writing, and he's posting a lot about narratives. So we are here, and let's say we want to read about ARP token. We can find it here. We want to read more about real-world assets in crypto. That's something hot. That's something that's coming in 2023, so keep an eye on that. Real-world assets revolution in DeFi. All right, and here you can read what is a RWA, and so on, and so on, and so on, and just basically understand more and more. You can also find examples of different protocols, and then what you can do, you can Google those protocols and see, and read more about them on their websites. Maybe you want to invest, maybe you want to interact with those protocols in some other way. However, if you spend enough time, if you spend at least a few hours every single day on Twitter, there's a very, very high chance that you will have a very broad understanding of the crypto space. You will be up to date with all the narratives. Of course, the prerequisite is that you find the right people to follow on Twitter. I can recommend a few people. Put in the comments if you are looking for specific people in DeFi, in NFT space. I'm following the most smartest people already. That's how I keep up to date with my knowledge. I don't need to read any articles, television, or any of that stuff. I have everything on Twitter that is related, that is coming up, and I have a lot of, and every day I get a lot of alpha in the space. The tip number 2 is select communities and engage with them. Yes, in order to understand crypto even better, you have to find protocols that you like, right? Because if you like the crypto space, there are certain coins, there are certain tokens, or some certain projects or crypto businesses that you actually like, that you think that they are making an impact, and you might consider even working for them, okay? For me, that's DeFi, and for me, that's option protocols. I'm in love with option protocols because I believe that it's still an undiscovered gem in the crypto space, and I like to analyze those protocols a lot. So what I can do, I go to coinmarketcap.com, and I'm a kind of person that basically invests in smaller coins, okay, and I'm investing in Lira Finance. I'm not associated with this product at all. I just want to present to you the way on how I search protocols and how I interact with them. I like this coin, okay, because I like options. So what I do, I go to their official website. You have to be sure that you go through CoinMarketCap or through any other website that's credible, because there are so many scams in the crypto space, you cannot even believe that. So I'm here landed on the Lira protocol website, and of course what I can do, I can click on community, and they have a Twitter and they have a Discord. Guys, and I highly recommend you to go to Discord channels of your favorite protocols. Just talk to the people, just present yourself, say that you're interested, invest something, buy their token, do whatever kind of interaction with the protocol itself, and then simply start interacting with people. Start basically building your credible sources there. And we can see there are 23,000 people that are talking in their Discord. I can click accept invite, and I can basically see what kind of threads are available. So let's say here, and they have a Twitter with 89K followers. So basically kind of a big Twitter. Yeah, they're talking about STK Lira, and I have no clue what's that. And if I have no clue what's that, I go to Discord, Okay, I find their channel. We are on the Lira channel. I go to here. Of course, you have to verify yourself. You have to say that you're not going to troll, scam people, and so on. And I say, hey guys, what is STK Lira? Can somebody explain it to me? And I guarantee you that somebody will come here, will explain it to you, or in the worst case scenario, they will simply put a reference link where they say, hey, read information about STK Lira there. Participate in that community, and when you come to a crypto interview and they will ask you, what's your favorite coin, what's your favorite token, and you will be able to say, hey, I love Lira protocol because of this, because of their community, because I'm actually, maybe you start helping them, maybe you start organizing Twitter spaces. I mean, if you really like some protocol, you could simply message the owners and you could say, hey guys, I like Lira protocol. I'm invested heavily in this protocol. Let's assume, right? But it's not a prerequisite, definitely not. You can say, I would like to do a Twitter spaces for you, completely free of charge, once per week. So basically, you spend 1 hour every single week interacting with the community, organizing the spaces, and inviting different guests. You will get to know the CEO, the co-founders of the Lira protocol. You will get to know community members that are already engaging, and you will basically be in the center of the spotlight. Everybody will be listening to you in the space. That's just a blunt example what you could do. And I bet that if you talk with those guys, they will definitely let you in and organize maybe a Twitter space or maybe something else. But you have to prove yourself, man. You have to really work your way there. Ask questions, start interacting with the community. When you're in the interview, you will be able to say much more things about the crypto space and about certain protocols in general. Now we're in the tip number 3. Courses, academies, and other information material. So let's assume that you know not much about the crypto space just yet, and you say, how can I basically get the basic knowledge? Everybody is telling me to buy Bitcoin, to buy Ethereum, but how can I trust those people? So what I recommend you to do, go to the academies that already have their name out. For example, Binance Academy. It's a great place to start learning, and it's even a great place for intermediate people who already have some knowledge in crypto, but they want to go deeper. The best thing about it, it's totally free. You have to pay nothing for participating in an academy, for basically being a member. You can say, how do you create an NFT, right? I mean, come on. If you want to get a job in crypto, you need to know how you can create an NFT. You have to have done it at least once, right? And basically here, just follow the tutorial. You first read about what is an NFT. An NFT can be a music, a video, an art. I bet that most of you didn't even know that. And later on, you can go to kind of a technical discussion, technical implementation of the NFTs. And you can do everything here on the Binance Academy. And Binance Academy is not the only one place about where you can find more information about it. You can also go to Coursera and you can attend any blockchain course, and not necessarily blockchain development courses, basically course about blockchain, understand blockchain a bit better, to understand their protocols. So let me just quickly write blockchain, and let's see what courses appear on their website. And as you can see, there are a lot of courses right there. There's really courses with really great reviews. Blockchain basics, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency technologies. I mean, you want to understand this industry well, start looking at courses, start watching courses, start watching YouTube as well. Binance Academy, Coursera, these are 2 great tools that I recommend personally. Also, we have Udemy that I mentioned in the previous video. So if you want to learn something about the cryptocurrency world or NFT world, metaverse world, let's assume that we want to specialize in metaverse. We just go to udemy.com, we put metaverse right here, and we find a bunch of useful information about metaverse. We buy a course that's worth what, $17, and man, you have 3.5 hours course done by a professional. At least I assume most of the people that are doing courses are professionals, and you learn about metaverse, everything what you need to know. Now imagine you engaging with the communities, watching courses, reading a bunch of Twitter threads. You already have a broad knowledge about crypto, even without working in that industry. That will help you massively in any interview. But we don't stop here, right? We go to tip number 4, the tech. Yes, guys, you have to have at least a basic understanding of the technology, of how the technology works. You must be able to interact with smart contracts, okay? I mean, if you're a marketing manager, if you're working in a totally business-related field, it's not necessary. It's not a requirement. However, I highly recommend you because first, it's not complicated. Second, it will give you a cutting edge, a competitive advantage over other people that apply, because you can say, hey guys, let's assume I'm applying for a Lira protocol. I'm applying for your protocol. I'm already invested in your protocol. I participate with the community. I also interacted with the smart contract and I understood how the smart contract works. You will have much bigger chances than any other person. I guarantee you. How do you basically find the smart contracts? Very easily. Let's assume that you want to interact with a smart contract that exists on the Binance Smart Chain. You go to bccscan.com and you look for a smart contract. For example, BUSD is the most popular smart contract on the Binance Smart Chain. It's their stablecoin. You go here to contract, and basically here you can interact with the contract. You can click on write contract. You connect with your wallet. You click on connect with Web3. So basically you have to have a MetaMask or Wallet Connect. in the next video, we can also go and talk about the wallets and basically do basic transactions. So we have that knowledge already. And here you can have functions like approve, burn, decrease allowance, and so on. And so you can read more about those functions and you can try and play with them, right? You have nothing to lose. You can just say, okay, I'm playing with the 1 BUSD and I'm trying to approve, I'm trying to burn, and so on and so on. And you will have that kind of a technical experience in understanding what is that. Now, if we go to this example of Lira protocol, they actually have their GitHub profile. And GitHub profile is where developers put their information and put their code in. So you click on GitHub and you can see the code. So if you're a dev, that's easy. If you're not a dev, that's not that straightforward, but at least you can find their smart contracts there. You can understand, you can read their functions. You go here on contracts, and yeah, there's a lot actually, interfaces. So they have kind of complicated contracts. So it's definitely not the example to start with, okay? But if you want to interact with smart contracts, you can just go to YouTube and, for example, watch this video.
Hey guys, how's it going? So I am super excited.
Exactly, smart contracts 101. You're creating a simple Ethereum smart contract. And I mean, even if you're not a dev, you can just try to do that.
And so
it's just a half an hour of a tutorial. And at least you will have the understanding what are the public functions, what are the private functions, how can you call functions in smart contract, and so on and so on. And definitely it will help you in your Web3 career, believe me. Tip number 5. If you really want to get hard in the crypto space, or maybe you want to create a product in the Web3 space, you have to create your public profile. So people like public personas. Your social representation is not everything, definitely not everything, but it helps you to get a job in crypto, to get first followers, and to basically build up your fame. You want people to know you in the crypto space. That's much easier. It will be much easier for you to get a job. It will be much easier to start a business and to do whatever you want in life. And there are different ways on how can you do that. So first you can go to Instagram and basically start posting about crypto. Now, if you're into trading, you can start sharing your graphs. You can start sharing your journey, right? Let's say an interesting profile would be, I'm starting with 1,000 USDT and I'm investing in these cryptocurrencies. Let's see how it develops. And then basically every single day you do a post where you explain what happens with your investment. How do you invest? Where do you put your money? And even if you don't achieve many followers, even if you have 200 or 300 followers, if you show that profile to your future boss, he will definitely like it. He will see that you spend time, you put your work in, and then basically you achieved something. Even if you have 100, 200, or 300 followers, or even if nobody's following you, if your future boss sees that you were successfully spent 3, 4, 5 months putting out crypto content, that you're really motivated, you will have much bigger chances to get hired. Instagram is just one example. There are other examples like Twitter, okay? If you're interested in DeFi, you can read about DeFi and you can kind of summarize their threads. Why not? Why basically not reading 5 different threads and summarizing into one? Put it out there. The highest probability is that you will start building your following. You will get some sponsorship deals or something like that along the lines. Or in the worst case, you will be able to present your profile to your future boss and you say, hey, I'm interested in DeFi. I would like to work for your protocol. And look what I did. I basically summarized from the last 3 months. I was summarizing threads of different DeFi influencers. I learned a bunch of information. I know about this, that, I understand narratives. And here's my profile. Look at it. Okay. The same with TikTok, right? You can start creating videos. You can start teaching people about crypto, or not even teaching, basically showing what you do. That's already enough. So having a strong profile, having a profile with content is extremely important. So look, if you follow those 5 tips, that will be enough for you. If you follow those 5 tips, you will have a very, very high chance to get hired in crypto. And if you want to find a job quickly and in an easy way, you go to crypto jobs. You go to cryptojobs.com, you search position of your choice, and you apply for that position. Don't forget to put enough information about you. Don't forget to share your social profiles. And you know what? A video would be great. So if you're applying for a business development, a marketing or social content creator or social creator position, just make a short video explaining about yourself, explaining what you do, and how did you kind of prepare the last few months basically to attend this interview. And if you're really a fan of a specific protocol, a specific company, maybe it's Coinbase, maybe it's Binance, interact with their community, spend a lot of time basically engaging with that protocol, that business online, and then go to an interview and present all your findings about that company or that protocol. Okay, say, hey, look, my Twitter profile is full of information about Binance. My TikTok account is basically full of content about Binance. I would like to work for you guys. I'm already learning for 3 or 4 months. I'm sure they will give you a position. There's always a need of people who are motivated, people who really do the hard work and who show up every single day. So you just be motivated, use those 5 tips to your advantage, and I'm sure you will get hired in Web3. See you in the next video.